Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. My name is Katelyn from Florals.com and I am back with a traveler's notebook spread today. This one has very much spring vibes, which I'm sure a lot of you appreciate given that so many places in the US are now getting back to some warmer weather after the cold winter months. But I do have some surprising news. These are actually some fall photos going into my Florida fall traveler's notebook that I started to document for last year's autumn. And it's definitely weird being in Florida. The leaves do change some colors, but then you have beautiful flowers still blossoming. You know, we went to this nature trail and it was just lovely. So this is the first spread of the nature trail ones I am documenting in this traveler's notebook. So I printed 3 different photos down to 3x4, and then I pulled out this collection from Pinkfresh Studio that I have adored for the longest time but have not touched at all. And this is the Noteworthy collection from them. And what I really love about a traveler's notebook is you don't really need paper, and although I have a lot of paper to use, like way too much, I definitely love using the embellishments. Like that's just so much fun, layering stickers and washi tape like I am here. So I pull out that fun sort of mint border as like a nice base piece for both of the pages, trim it down. Those are some really old borders that I actually got from Joann's quite a few years ago. And then start mixing and matching washi tape with the stickers and the die cuts from this collection. And this really proves that you don't need many supplies to make a beautiful page. That's what's so nice about collections like this, is if they have enough varying items in them, you can really layer and make it work. So I actually wanted to break up in between these 2 photos. So instead of trimming them down, I actually end up taking some washi tape. And there's almost like this faux washi tape ephemera piece in this set from Pinkfresh Studio. And I end up layering that with it as well as this beautiful floral, which matches perfectly with our little bumblebee there. And then even bring in a phrase sticker to the right hand side. And then this beautiful die cut piece there that says Live in Wonder, which is our title of this project, is definitely one of those perfect sized ephemera pieces. Sometimes the word pieces are so large they won't fit in a traveler's notebook. Sometimes they're way too small to be a title, so you have to fit them in as like a subtitle or somewhere else on your page. But I really felt like this one was perfect for this page. And I really like the pops of purple because they match my beautiful flower that I took a photo of on the right hand side. You guys might remember I did share quite a few of these photos previously. I even have a video of that little bumblebee on my Instagram because he was just so cute. And it was like the first one I'd seen in a while, especially since, you know, we do get colder weather here in Florida, but flowers tend to keep blooming despite the cold. So I wanted to create that sort of long line there at the bottom by continuing the border. Now I liked having a little bit of breathing room on both sides because we don't want the inside fold of the traveler's notebook to get too thick. Otherwise it is really hard to turn the pages later. And you might notice that we're right in the center of the traveler's notebook so you can actually see the staples. So this is my halfway mark point to being finished with this traveler's notebook. Now I'm not sure I even have enough photos to complete it, but you can always add just extra journaling at the end about it, about the project itself, whatever you may be. You don't have to actually finish all of the pages to feel successful. As long as you've documented what you wanted to document in a project, that counts. That's beautiful. Now, what I really liked about this particular photo on the left was it basically just really appeals to my photograph senses, and I see a bunch of people do this on Instagram now, like Little Things Big Days. Her account's really wonderful. She does a lot of layering on top of her photos, so does like Ali Edwards, and there's so many great people doing that nowadays, and I've been really excited to try that. So I pulled out a sticker here that was the same color as the trees, and it just says happy, and I thought it looked so cool there, even though it didn't necessarily ruin the perfect leading line in the photo. You know, the trees are upright, the bridge leads out to the trees. Absolutely beautiful shot, absolutely beautiful place, but I think it works out in the end. Let me know what you guys think. Have you layered things on top of your photos? I've always wanted to stamp on top of my photos, but maybe I'm a little too scared to do that still. So as I glue on these little details, I found that most of my glues, since taking my hiatus away from my craft desk for so long, are quite dried out, so I'm going to try some methods to get them back going. Most of them just need clear nozzles, but adding a little bit of water here and there can help loosen them up if they're a water-based glue. But I needed to use my Scotch adhesive to glue those little floral pieces down here on the right-hand side. One actually, I believe, might be the flower that's in the top photo. It looks really similar, and the other one's more of like just a normal flower, like a little wildflower, which again, perfect for this adventure that we went on this little trip. Now, I did want to add a couple little pieces. I really wanted to go overboard. I wanted to add every phrase sticker, every little bit and bob onto this page, but I didn't want to overwhelm it. This is one of the first pages that goes from super Halloween stuff to a nature walk in the park in spring, which is what's really fun about a traveler's notebook like this. Is I didn't want the same color scheme throughout because fall looked so different for me throughout that month, or throughout the months of 2021. So I wanted to make sure that it sort of represented that, and it was light and it was airy, and that's exactly what this sort of layout gives. I wanted a couple journaling spots since there are so many photos. We have the one on the left-hand side, which is a sticker, and then similarly I put one on the right-hand side with a purple sticker to bring in more of that beautiful purple color that was in my photos, and that was really the main draw for using the Noteworthy collection. It was just a perfect match for those purple flowers, just absolutely beautiful. And of course, it wouldn't be a layout by me if I did not dip into my sticker books just a little bit. So I bring in my Maggie Holmes sticker book, and this was her first one. And it's definitely dwindling. I definitely still have a little bit more to go, but I would love to keep using it, and I still adore it with my whole heart. And I end up pulling in the little hearts, you know, just like little accent pieces to just really pull in some of these empty spaces to get a little bit more texture and dimension without too much bulk, which is what I really love about sticker books. They're very thin stickers, which isn't always what you want, but it is something that you might want to consider for a traveler's notebook. So I opted not to use any of those phrase stickers and just keep flipping through. Couple more hearts I was looking at. I even found this little guy here, which is a sort of slightly darker green than the rest of the collection from Pinkfresh Studio, but it had that little accent of gold, which I thought would be very pretty to bring throughout this set by little accents here and there. So I'm looking through to see what other gold pieces I might be able to add. I did find another phrase sticker that'll work really well, and I actually did share quite a few sneak peeks of this project, particularly over on Instagram. So if you're not following me there, make sure to do so. And if you want even more sneak peeks, everyone over on Patreon gets early access to these videos. So if you want to know what's coming up, if you want the inside scoop, head over there. I'll have all those links in the description box if you are interested. But a huge shout out to my patrons who are great supporters of me, and I love chatting with them in our Discord group. So here I actually end up adding a bird that we did not see on our trip to this nature park, but it was too cute not to add. Just a little swan, which if you really look at it is the same size as the bee, so proportionally it doesn't work out, but it is cute nonetheless. And I did find a couple other bird stickers, but I had one on the left hand side, so I only wanted one more to keep on the right hand side. But after the gold at the top left, the bottom left with that final heart, and then this heart on the right, we have just the touch of gold that I wanted for this layout to be complete. Really adore this color scheme. I don't believe this will be the last time you're seeing the Noteworthy collection in use from me. Let me know if you have it in your stash. I'll have the products linked below if they're still available. And if you're interested in supporting my channel by purchasing through those, I would really appreciate it. But I hope you guys enjoyed this layout process video. Traveler's notebooks are definitely my heart right now, so hopefully you guys enjoy the inspiration. But thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.